How are we doing? So today I want to talk about walking in your anointing. Walking in your anointing. Some months ago, I think it was either February or March, I stumbled on a video on TikTok. The video talks about walking in anointing. It's just a short video with some music. But that video made a difference in my life. That video changed my perspective. Sometimes many of us, when you see the giftings of other people, what the area they are doing so well in, you admire them so much. You want to be like them. You envy them. You even trying to copy them just to be like them. The Bible speaking in the book of Romans said that he has given every man different gifts. Some people has the gifts of prophecy, gifts of knowledge, gifts of teaching, and all of that. And every gift that's given to us is for edification, is for a purpose, is for the promotion of the kingdom, is for an assignment, for you to do an assignment for him on earth. Now, let me tell us a story. Just to explain this to you very well. I think 2 years ago, yes, the CEO of my organization was coming to Nigeria. And so my colleagues and I, we are trying to make a presentation to welcome her in our culture. We are to speak in our language and dance, dress in Igbo cultural attire, and welcome her, and then introduce uh, your work, what you are doing, or the area where you're working. I was the first to speak when it was my time. How my mouth runs when I'm on stage. Some of you that know me very closely, I speak so calmly, but when I'm really on stage professionally, my mouth runs. Like, I speak so fast, I speak with energy, I speak with zeal, I speak with strength. You can't even, if you see me on stage, the fierceness and the fire through which I speak, you won't understand. So, as usual, I was speaking and firing on and all of that with excitement and energy, all the energy in me. So we did that. We had to do it a second time because we needed to gain mastery. Everyone needed to gain mastery of their own presentation. And the second time we had to present it, after I watched the next person that spoke after me, my colleague, he was so calm. He was taking his time to speak. And I said, wow, that looks like something I can do. He looks so calm. He speaks so calmly. And so the second time I wanted to do it, I just came and froze. I said like this. I started speaking so calmly, and my colleagues, all of them, they were screaming, no, it's not you. We don't like this one. This is not how you speak. We prefer the first one. You were on fire. No, 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 no. You have to start again. Wow. Really? Really? And that was how they said, no, we don't want this one. This version of you is not good. This is not you. We don't like this. What's going on? Why did they suddenly become quiet? Huh? I had to do another one. And they said, hey, you have come now. This is you that we know. This is the fire. That taught me a lesson. Sometimes we see others. We want to be like them. You admire them, you envy the way they do. Sometimes I envy people who are so calm, because sometimes I don't have that patience. Sometimes when I see things that, what is this? I want to handle it, I want to speak, and then I see someone that is so calm, like nothing moves them, like they don't care, like, oh my word. I look and say, how on earth is this person able to do this? The giftings. Walk in your anointing. there is something you are so good at that nobody can be better than you. You see, there is that one Nigerian parlance we used to say that if you are taller than me, you cannot be shorter than I am. If you are fair, I'm black. So I'm more black and you are more fair. But because you look at some people's giftings are so pronounced, it's so shouty, it's so exposed, you just want to be like them. There are people who works in the background. Their own is just to work in the background. They do it so well. They don't want publicity. They don't want people. Some people work with children and they do it so well. Some people work with old people and they do it so well. Some people are businessmen and women and they do it so well. Some people who are professionals and they do it so well. Some people are in corporate. Some people, they like to work with their hands and they do it so well. So whatever you see God has called you to do, that's your anointing. That's your anointing. Walk in your anointing. When you walk in your anointing, nobody will beat you for it. When you walk in the area of your calling, in the area of your assignment, nobody will beat you for it. Nobody will beat you for it. I remember that story because I wore this dress and I recall it was this dress. After work, we left office and then we went somewhere to do the rehearsal. I remember vividly it was this particular top I was wearing. That was why I said, today is a good day to talk about this. So don't feel intimidated that other people are working in the anointing. Yes, that does not mean that when you are called for a particular assignment that you just have to relax. You have to fan it. You have to work on it. You have to service it. You have to improve on it. You have to build it up so that you can be better at it. It doesn't mean you cannot learn what other people are doing very well, but don't compete with people who are working in the anointing. Do not compete them. Admire them, fine. Envy them is okay. But if you try to compete with them, you will fall at it. You will fall at it. And there is no aspect of God's calling that is bigger or better than the other. If you are a minister of the gospel, if you are a prophet, if you are a teacher, if you are a gospel minister, if you're an usher, anywhere you find yourself, you are serving the Lord. You are serving the purpose of God. Do you know as an usher, you can spoil somebody's mood for the day? Do you know you can lift somebody's mood for the day? And the person will see that the person is blessed. Do you know if you are the first point of contact that someone is meeting when they enter church? Do you know your behavior, your approach could make or mar how the person will receive the gospel that the pastor will preach? Walk in your anointing. Walk in your anointing. Walk in your anointing. That's something God has called you to do. There is something God has called you to do. Do not neglect it. Do not say, is this person on I want to do? There are people who know how to be friends with everyone. There are people who know how to lead. But every one of us is a leader in our own right. But there are people who just find it easy. They find it easy. Walk in your anointing. So each time I remember this incident, I say, trying to become another person is not the best. So man, I have to go back to my fire. When I speak, I spit fire. Especially when I'm charged, especially when the thing has entered my brain. I spit fire. Like, I'll be speaking so fast. I'm speaking with energy. I'm speaking with drive. I own it. I own the conversation. With everything in me, I will just be speaking. And I wanted to be the calm person. My name is Mecca. I'm here to. They say, no. That's not you. That's not you that we know. That's not you. No. Please, you have to redo it. Look at it. That people even know me.
more than I knew myself. They love me the way I am, but I wanted to become someone else. Just because I've moved from the point of admiration to the point of trying to become someone else. How many of us are like this? Trying to become someone else just because we admire the giftings of God in their life. Walk in your anointing. That's where you will excel, where you will shine.